In preparation for putting on the TPMS sensors, we're going to take off the old TPMS sensors, and I'm going to put a little bit more air in the tires. I typically run 60 to 65 pounds in my tires. If you want to start a fight at a campground or at a rally, you don't need to talk about religion or politics. You just bring up toe speed, vehicle size, gas versus diesel, or what you should run your tires at. 80 max cold PSI. That's the max. You don't need to fill it to 80. Goodyear has a great chart to help you figure out, based on what each tire weight is carrying and your tire size, what your air pressure should be. 60 to 65 is where I'm comfortable. Keeps my walls from rattling off. So let's get these off. And if you can see that, you can see it's running 58, 59 right now. You're going to lose pressure, gain pressure depending on your elevation, temperature. I don't think I put air in these in about a year. They stayed pretty well where they should be, but they need some more now. So I have my TPMS sensor here, or my monitor, because when I take these off, the alarm should go off. Little tool here to get that nut on the back, to back it off, so you can take that off. Yeah, you're gonna lose some air. These are labeled right front, right rear. There goes the sensor saying, hey, you've lost pressure. You'll see this when we put the new ones on. There's a nut that goes on first, and then this, and then you tighten that nut back up onto the sensor. That will keep it from being able to just twist off, vibrate off, and make it really hard for somebody walking by to just rip that off. All right, we're gonna take these off the other three tires, and we'll do the same thing with that sensor. Sensor was a little quicker that time. This is also a good time to verify that the pressure on your TPMS is what was in the tire, or at least close, and to check your valve stems. We'd had our Airstream for 2 weeks and lost a valve stem. Fortunately, we were stationary when it happened. Okay, let's put some air in these bad boys. Not like that. There we go. It's also a good time to check your tires for wear. Might I recommend a digital air pressure checker. Very accurate readings. 65.5, 64. Add a little more to this one. 65.5. I'll do the same thing on the other ones. You don't have to watch. Tires are filled with air, and it's almost time for me to get out of this awkward position for a minute. And I can hear the question, D, if you run 60 to 65, why did you put 65.5? When we put the new sensors on, you'll see that we'll lose just a little bit of air, but they're all the same to start with. We'll see how they end up. Now that I have the TPMS sensors off, I'm going to open them up and take the batteries out. I know some people take the batteries out while their RV is in storage. I do not, because I like to roll up and see what the tire pressure is. So we will just take that battery out, set that aside for safekeeping. Or hey, maybe I'll just sell these on eBay. They're perfectly good. We'll see which I like better. Because one thing I love about the Gouda, I do love some Gouda, is it's always on. It doesn't have to be plugged in to get the sensors. I just roll up. There it is, because it's solar powered. I love that. Okay, now we'll do the rest of them. This video isn't about the Gouda, but I would like to say it's been very Gouda to me. I can recommend this for sure, but I'm looking forward to having it all in one. So just like we did with the other ones, we're going to take the top off of these. Where with the other ones we took batteries out, we're going to put batteries in. So just screw that off, grab your battery. I'm going to open these up and just put it in there. Bing. There's nothing for it to connect to because nothing's plugged in, nothing's turned on. We're just putting batteries in. Next, I mentioned up front that I had a couple of tricks. I won't call them secrets, but helpful hints on how to set this up that you may not know about. One is you don't have to have this plugged in on the dash to set it up. It's not as portable as the Gouda. It's certainly better than the Voyager that I have, but it will run off of an external battery pack. So I happen to have the battery pack from my drone with a USB-C plug. Just put that in the old power. Boom. Turn on the battery pack. It'll power right up. You don't have to run back and forth from the tires to the truck and back trying to set everything up. Just take this with you. All right, let's go set one up. It'll be fun. Look how many TPMSs this thing will support. Holy crap. I only need 4. Let's start on the right front tire. We're going to put the lock nut on. We're going to grab one of these sensors. Does it matter which one? It does not. One thing to note on the sensor is there is a serial number on the bottom that you will need DD0AE1 for this one. So I put the lock nut on and we're going to go into the system. That's so shiny. And we're going to tell it we want to learn this particular, come on, one, and we're going to do an auto learn. So you press that, then you put your sensor on. There's the air loss I mentioned, and it has figured out which one it is. So ta-da, we know that that is that particular one, 6215. I think we're in Celsius. Yes, we are. We'll come back through and set temps for everything later. It thinks we're at 62. I don't think we lost that much. So now that the nut is on, back it up against the sensor and tighten it up. And then we'll move on to this one over here. Nut goes on. Doop-a-doo. And it comes in, put that sensor on. Oh, wait, gotta auto learn. Oh, that's better. Put it on, a little bit of air loss. Just like that. Can you even see that screen? Just do that with the other two tires. And we'll be back.